Hey look, it's a bear. In South Dakota? What? And we woke up in South Dakota. I took some video of the campground as I walked up to take my shower and get ready for the day. Got back and Dad was already cooking. He had eggs and hash browns on the stove. There's no better time than the present to set up my hammock. Jenna needed a little help doing hers, and Mom was busy hanging towels, so I decided to help both and hang up all 3 hammocks. Jenna was enjoying hers, but had to get out for breakfast. After breakfast, we walked the trash down and we got in the car and drove on. We were headed to Rapid City. We saw Crazy Horse for the first time. Boy, the Black Hills sure were beautiful. We stopped so Dad could make a phone call because phone reception was kind of bad. He was trying to find out how we could get the transmission fixed. Once we got into Rapid City, we found the transmission shop we were looking for. Transmission shop, we learned that they would have to rebuild Dad's whole transmission. They gave us a loaner car. It was blue inside. But we drove to lunch to get some pizza and think things over. After lunch, we got ourselves a proper rental car and drove to Bear Country, USA. Bear Country is a drive-through zoo of sorts. We saw elk, reindeer, although I didn't see any of them flying or with red noses. We also saw some wolves. They were fun to watch, especially from our low rental car. They were right there, the same size as us. We saw bighorn sheep as well. Of course, the main attraction, bears. Although they're in enclosed environments, it is really neat to see these animals so up close. After the driving portion was done, there was a walking portion where you could walk through. It was more like a traditional zoo. There we saw lots of smaller animals, like this lynx. We saw an exhibit with some bobcats. These flowers were not in an exhibit to themselves, but this skunk was. The biggest exhibit, and the most popular of course, were these baby cubs. They were fun and playful. Then all of a sudden they took off running towards us and started climbing in this tree right next to us. It was so fun to watch. They looked more like monkeys. It was right after their big dinner, so most were playful. Although there was one cub that was just a little lethargic. After the bears, we walked and finished the circle with some foxes, and then we came back to see if the big grizzly bear had come out from the pond. Back to the camper, we stopped and got a treat, took some pictures of a cool bridge, and then made our way back to the campground where Dad started cooking dinner. We had pork and asparagus. It was fabulous. We ended the evening with a nice campfire, and it was a good day 3.